Hey everybody, this is Praxis. Yesterday I was primarily just taking care of those issues that I had identified recently where I'd made the window the wrong size and I needed extra foam, so I had some foam missing on the structure. I got the foam, I got it over the areas that didn't have foam. I boxed in the area on the side of the window and then put foam on that. So now the substructure of the chicken coop is all the way it should be. All the window holes are the right size, hopefully, unless there's another shoe to drop on all that stuff. All the foam is up there, all the strapping is holding the foam up there, and now I can go back to putting the exterior wall boards on. And this is the next one that's going to be going on there. And we're going to head over there in just a moment, but before we do, I wanted to show you how I'm making the tongue and groove boards. I need to, nope, they're not tongue and groove, they're shiplap. I always make that mistake. There's a shiplap board. So we're going to be cutting off a shaft of wood from this back side. There's one on the ground from the last one that I made. So we're going to have a 1/2 inch little overlap on the top and a 1/2 inch hole here. So I've got the gauge on the table saw set at 1/2 inch over here. The height of the table saw blade is set at 5/8 of an inch, which is just a little bit more than 1/2 inch. That just makes it so that it definitely cuts the thing off, and it doesn't it's not like hanging on by a thread and I have to kind of go in with a chisel and take out the rest of it. The fact that it overshoots a little bit is totally fine. It's not diminishing the strength of it in any meaningful way. It just makes it easier to work. So I'm going to flip this thing on. Safety sunglasses are on, and I'm just going to run it down once and then put it up on edge and run it down again. See, it drops right out. We're able to get that whole notch out of here. Now I will be putting another one on this side, but there's a window near this piece, so I need to measure in and mark where the window is because I don't want to be cutting shiplap pieces where the window is going to be, because I actually need the full 6 inches of this board in order to get over to the window. All right, there's a structure here. You can see the area that I boxed in, so now this window here is the proper size. See where I can pop you guys down. I guess right around here would be appropriate. So this section in here over to here is the new thing that I added, and we're just about to put this board in right there. I'm having it hang down by 1 1/4 inches on the bottom. I'm just going to kind of feel it, make it flush with the one next to it. You wouldn't want to keep doing that across though, because you could easily accumulate errors as you go. But for now, it's fine because all I'm doing is just making some marks. All right, so temporarily putting this in. I'm not going to sink the screw very far. I just want to hold this thing in place so I can get the marks that I need on there. So this is where it's going to go. You can see it overlaps the one to the side really nicely. This whole process of making my own shiplap, I thought it was going to be a real pain in the butt, and it's only a minor pain in the butt. And it's actually kind of nice because if I had a pre-made piece of shiplap right here, it actually would have been problematic because the window needs to come right up to here, and if this had already had the shiplap bit cut off from it, I would have had to have cut this down and or used a wider board or something like that. So it actually is a little bit more versatile when you're making them yourself as well. Oh, here's my pencil. Thought I forgot my pencil. So what I'm going to do is make a mark at the bottom of the window, right here, like that, and at the top of the window. And I'm not just going to look up at it because parallax could get me all screwed up. I want to get my eyes right at the right height so I can see that I'm making it at just the right height there. All right, cool. And just for sanity and everything, I always like to mark the part that I'm going to be cutting off because I don't want to accidentally cut off the groove from the back side. The part I'm cutting off is this front section. Not here by the window, but up on the top here. So I'm going to make a little mark there and put an X and a mark across here.